We're now ready to go into section 4, and that's when we got a chance to see Sherry and Samir go back and forth on the typical interview. We saw that flow, and what guided us was the MBA case path. And basically, this talked about different elements that always show up in a case. Almost every case is going to have qualitative and quantitative pieces. You're also going to have to start your case, eventually move down into that data pool, face some kind of challenge, and then come out of that with some kind of insights. What's important about that is that you understand exactly where you are in each step. Now, we saw some interesting things. We saw Samir do a very good job of coming up with an introduction. He did a very good job with his start and talking about what he was looking for. But Sherry was tough. She came back and kept asking. She kind of, in a sense, sat on his plan, pushed back quite a bit. And that's what you should expect. When you're practicing with each other, push back on those pieces that are not clear. Trust me, the very best interviewers will do that, and you need to be ready for that kind of interaction with your interviewer. And use that to your advantage. It's a great time for you to show off that you did think about why you chose this bucket or category and why you want to go after that kind of data. And don't shy away from sitting on the plan and explaining it. So as you practice, I definitely recommend that you expect to be challenged, and of course, use that interviewer's questions as an advantage, and keep track of structure and data. This is where our notes start to become more important. We saw Samir do a very good job of jotting down notes, showing things as he went along. He also had a separate page for some analytics where he was doing that math. You need to be doing the same thing. In terms of homework, let's start thinking about those really tough questions. There can be hard behavioral questions, but also hard case questions. As you go through and practice cases, expect to get questions that are tough, and also play out some tactics. What would you do if your interviewer said, I don't think you can get that data, or the company's private, or you know what, that's going to be kind of challenging because none of the other teams could find it, and you know what, the client doesn't have any good information there either. What would you do? Start thinking about these questions and you'll be prepared.